So I was walking with her and I had her off leash, and I turned around for a second and she had what appeared to be at the time fell down a little creek that I have outside of my apartment. I jumped down there really quick. I got her out. I looked her over, and I just had this immediate sense of fear that something was wrong with her. And at the time, I didn't have any kind of insurance plan, and I was 18 years old with a pet. And I realized that I needed to start looking into some options on how to best take care of her and not drain myself financially in the off chance that something did happen.
I've had dogs pretty much all my life. And in the past, it's always kind of been when your dog gets sick and needs care, it's always kind of been a balancing act a little bit, especially when you're raising a family. You have to budget in a lot of the veterinary costs and things like that. And most people, my wife and I in particular, we didn't really think about that so much, and we didn't really have anything set aside as far as veterinary care. And so it's always been, we had to make a choice.
One of the challenges in my last practice was the cost. I found that veterinary care was becoming expensive and people were being excluded because of that.
All veterinarians have a heartbreaking story about a patient that they could have treated, but because of financial concerns of the owner, we weren't able to treat them. The thing that's really great about Hannah is the patient gets total lifetime care. They get all their shots, or all their preventive care, all their surgeries they need, they get lab work, dentistry, everything the pet needs to live a long and healthy life.
So what I tell my friends is when they ask, why do you have Hannah? I say, it's one low monthly fee. I don't have to worry about a thing. And my routine care is included. Bumbles' 3 medications are included. His nail trims are included. And his training, and what's really important too is his emergency care. Mr. Bumbles is no spring chicken, but I have Hannah, so I don't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah, with Hannah, you're not gonna have to worry about any vet bills. You're going to get all your training covered. You're gonna not, for medications, if it's ongoing, let's say you get some really cool dog and, you don't know, you get some great puppy and it has diabetes or something, all of that's gonna be able to be covered. But the training classes are awesome. All those vaccinations that you're gonna have to do, scheduling, your neuter, your spay, that's all gonna be covered.
I started after veterinary school. I went to a private practice and I practiced there for about a year. I then eventually purchased my own practice and I owned that for 20 years. It was the largest practice in my county. Then I sold that and thought I was retired. I still have a lot of passion for this profession, and frankly, I wasn't very good at being retired, so I said I wanted to do more.
All right, well, I own my own practice for 12 years. I did mixed practice for part of that time. I worked for USDA for 1 year. I ran the emergency hospital for Mississippi State University for the last 10 years. I was at a corporate practice for 12 years prior to that, and now I'm here.
I think that there's this misconception with insurance. You think, okay, I'm gonna do the correct thing, and I'm gonna get insurance for my dog. I think that, I'm just gonna go with whatever one sounds the best and whatever one is the least expensive on paper. And then you take them in for that UTI, or you take them in for the ear infection or a heart murmur, and you get that bill at the end of the visit for $500, and they're not prepared for it.
Every time my dogs had a medical emergency, I did not have to pay anything out of pocket for them. Hannah covered hospitalizations, covered surgeries, covered diagnostic procedures like x-rays and imaging, and cover all medicines. So nothing, out of the monthly fee, I was just nothing.
The peace of mind I get from having Hannah and having Rufus within the organization is unbelievable. I know that I can always afford whatever he needs Whether it's an emergency visit or monthly medications, dental cleanings, I know that I can afford all of that. The peace of mind that I have, knowing I can drop him off here and any of the vets are 110% qualified to take care of him, same with the vet techs and any of the other staff members. It's just been the best animal care that I've ever had, and I can't imagine not having Hannah.
I love it here. It's so much fun, you guys. It's like I'm realizing that I can do a good job because I'm not limited by finances, and I feel like I'm actually utilizing my degree. And it's amazing getting to do procedures that I never thought I'd be able to do, like removing thyroids and doing complicated orthopedic surgeries, like removing hips and fixing cruciates. And it's incredible. And being able to see the team grow and thrive and teaching them is absolutely priceless. Like I would really, really struggle. Actually, I can honestly say I would never want to practice in traditional veterinary medicine again. I just wouldn't.
Oh, I think this is a dream job. I don't get paid on commission. I just get a flat salary because I work so many days a week, and that's all there is. I never, ever, ever talk about money. And it's true, I can't produce an estimate, so I don't know what anything costs anymore.
Big thing here at Hannah is we actually get to be doctors. We're not worrying about money. We're not worrying about can a client afford it. We're worrying about what does the pet need, and we provide that. And I think that's very appealing to veterinarians. If you go through veterinary publications, they all say that one of the biggest stressors in veterinary medicine is having to euthanize pets when the client can't afford care or feeling like you're a salesman trying to talk clients into the care. We don't do that. We just tell them what they need. We give them the medical reasons for it and let them help us make a decision.
Hannah eliminates that fear. It erases the stigma of vet care needing to be an expensive thing, or that you can only have a pet if you have the financial capacity to be able to do so. This program allows for the average person, the average 22-year-old who got a dog from a shelter and fell in love, to have access to care that isn't going to run them out of house and home or require them to open up a credit card or a GoFundMe or ask their parents for money, which are all realistic situations that we see ourselves in. I work with members literally every single day who call us in some kind of a panic because my pet's been having skin issues for 3 weeks now, and now there's hot spots all over their body, and I didn't take them in the beginning because it was too expensive, and now it's gotten worse. And I use that as an example of how we're able to help people.